Welcome to day 32, and in this particular video we are going to talk about how to set up the architecture where we will create one S3 bucket, we will create one Lambda function, and we will see the use case of event notification. So if you remember, in the last video we had talked about the AWS Lambda functions. In the AWS Lambda function, what we discussed, that we will be seeing the use case of all these three uh, categories, correct? So the first one was create event notification from S3 to Lambda. What does that mean? That simply means we will upload one file in this S3 bucket, and whenever we will upload a file in this S3 bucket, that will trigger one Lambda function, and that Lambda function will have some code logic that will work, and according to that it will populate the bucket name, the object name, that means the file name which is uploaded in the S3 bucket, and also it will parse that content and it will show it in the logs, the log within the log group itself, correct? So this is the thing what we are going to cover up in this particular video. Before this, we have talked about the AWS EC2, we have talked about the AWS BPC, AWS IAM role policy, AWS S3, and we have talked in the details like the path-based routing, the load balancer, then target groups, launch template, auto-scaling groups, VPC peering, VPC transit gateway, your VPC endpoints, IAM roles policy, S3, static website hosting, your S3's URS concept. So we have talked all these things in detail. So you can go through all those video to understand the AWS cloud to get started with the AWS cloud. So here, without any further delay, let's directly move to the AWS console, and there we will create one S3 bucket, one Lambda function, and we will do the setup to generate these flow logs and to set this event notification from S3 to Lambda function. So let's get into the S3 bucket here. So here I will be searching for the S3. Let's get into the S3 console, and we will be just creating one simple S3 bucket. And before that we will require the Lambda function as well. Why the Lambda function? Because based on that one only we will do the event notification settings. So before that, let me get into the create bucket. Here I will just pass a one unique name for my bucket. So I will be creating as a man demo-11 publicly accessible. I will mark my bucket as a publicly accessible. You can go with the this function as enable as well, where block all public access. For now, my use case, I'm just going with the public bucket. Then rest of the things we will keep it as default, and let's go on the creation of the bucket. So your bucket creation is in the progress, as you can see, and your bucket has been created here. What we will do in the properties section, if you see, there is an option of event notification. So if you click on the create event notification, here you will see the options what you want to use. So either you can use the Lambda function, you can use the SNS topic, SQSQ, or other things. Right now we have not created any Lambda function, that's why it's not getting populated. So what we will do, we will create one Lambda function as well here. Let me go there, and I will be creating one Lambda function. So here we do have the option to create a function, and here I was just giving the name demo function. So this is the function name I am passing, demo function. The programming language I will be selecting as Python 3.9, and rest of the configurations will be the default. Here you have to attach the role and policy, correct? So either you can use the existing role, you will have the option to select from here, or what you can do, you can click on the create a new role with basic Lambda permission, correct? So let's go with that only, and we will do the modification according to our requirement. So let's go with that. Let's click on the create function, and your function will be created. The moment your function will be created, we will try to upload some of the code as well, and from where we will get the code, for that we will get into our public GitHub repository which I have created, correct? So I will be picking up the code and all those things from there only. So here we do have the option to change the code. As you can see here, code source, we do have the options to upload our code. So what I will do, I will get into my public GitHub repository where I have created the nodes S3 to the Lambda. So this is my particular code, this one I will be using actually. So let's do the copy, and here I'll be just pasting this particular code. Command B. What we are doing, let me scroll up. Import JSON, that is that one we are importing. Then we are importing Boto3 to connect with AWS services, correct? Then we are creating this lambda handler. If you remember, when we were talking about the lambda functions, we discussed that there will be one lambda function dot lambda handler that will be there. Where is that? So okay, this one we have talked about, correct? Handler function, lambda function dot lambda handler. So we define one lambda handler in our code, and then if you want to define any other function, that you can define, and all those functions will be called in this lambda handler, correct? So here we have defined lambda handler, and then s3 equal to boto3 dot client. That means this particular function will be connecting with the AWS service that is called as s3. Then it will pick up for the bucket name, and from where it will keep fetch this bucket name. For that we are passing records and like event records, and then 0 s3, like here it has connected with the s3 service. Then we are communicating with the s3 bucket name. So it will parse all the it will parse the s3 service, like it will get into the s3 service, and it will list down all the buckets. From there we will list down the bucket object as well. For which s3 bucket? For all the s3 buckets, correct? Then we will print hello from s3, a simple custom message. Then we will print the bucket name, then we will print the object name as well. That means which file we are trying to upload. Then in the response we are storing the data s3.get object, and we will find the object, that means the file itself. Then we will print the content of that file, print response, then data, what is there in this particular response, that we will print, correct? Print data, print event, that it will print there, all those things. So let's click on the deploy. So this will save the changes, like, so when we save the deploy, that means all this code changes will be saved there. Click on the test, and here we will just click on the create new test event, and here I'll be passing as a test, correct? Then save. Once it is saved, we can uh, click on this, and let me just mark it as a blank. Here I'll mark it as a blank. Let's click on the save and invoke, correct? Validation error, unable to save. Okay, what is the message error? In lambda handler bucket name event records, acha, this needs to be connected with your s3 bucket itself. So now let's get into the s3 bucket here, and it will try to fetch, correct? You can see that it resulted into error because it did not get any s3 bucket and all those things. So it got fed. So what we need to do, let me get over here, and I will just refresh so that we can get this lambda function over here. So I'm creating the event name as demo, and prefix and suffix, these are the optional, so we are not going with that. All object create events, so I just want to do this in the put event. So whenever we will upload any file, s3 object created put, so it will trigger this lambda function, correct? Then you can apply on other sections as well, but now I'm going with that option only. Lambda function, here you can select your demo function, correct? Let's do the save changes, and your event notification setup is done. So here you see demo put, and whenever you will upload a file, this lambda function should be executed. So let's get into the objects. We will try to upload one file over here, and let's click on the add files. Then we will get into the s3 demo. We will apply we will upload this text demo.txt. Let's click on that, do the upload. Once we have done that upload, this lambda function should get triggered. Let's see that. Let's get into the monitor section. Click on the view CloudWatch logs, and one log stream should be generated over here. We will see whether it has resulted into that or not. And one more thing before that, so if you see in the configuration, this role that we forgot, this role should have permission to connect with our s3 bucket, correct? Because we created this lambda function with the basic permissions only, where it had the access of your lambda function only. It does not have any access to the s3 bucket, correct, as you can see. So what we will have to do, we will have to attach policy here. So let me attach the s3 full access policy as well here. So let me attach this s3 full access, add permission, and let's see whether a log stream has been generated or not. Yes, one log stream was generated, but it should result into error. Hello from s3, as you can see the print message. This is the part of our code. So if I get into the code here, you will see that, correct? Let me just scroll up. You will see the custom message print hello from s3. What has happened over here, it has gone for the records, went into the S3 service, it fetched the bucket name, it fetched the object name, then it had to parse the content and it had to reflect all those things. So what happened over here, uh, let's do this. Yeah, error correlates with the change in the runtime version. You may be able to mitigate this error by temporarily rolling back to the previous runtime version. Correct. What is printed over here? Hello from S3. Then bucket name, text plus demo.txt. This is the file name. I think due to the space, it has resulted into the plus sign. And then if you talk about the content, which is the part of your text demo.txt, that is not printed yet. So what we will do, let's get into the this folder and we will try to rename it. So let me try renaming it, and I will just remove this space, text demo.txt. Now it is fine. Let's get into the AWS console here, and we will try to re-upload this file. So let's click on the close, and let me remove this. So what I will do, I will just delete this. Correct. Permanently delete objects, and object has been deleted. Now we will upload one another file. It's the same file what we wanted to print, but text demo.txt. This one we will upload now. Click on the upload, and it has been uploaded. Let's get into the CloudWatch logs, and here we will see the second logo stream should be generated. Let's wait for that, or it should be there after this. Yes, so now you can see there's same logger stream has the new message, correct? So if you expand it, you will see from here a start request ID. The first request ended up here in request ID, then report request ID and a start request ID. So the next process has started on this particular timestamp on the same 12th March of 2025. The next request ID started. Then it has printed the custom message hello from S3. Then your bucket name man demo hyphen 11. If you see, this is the bucket name man demo hyphen 11. This is the bucket name. Then you will see the message text plus demo.txt. It's coming from your what we say, this the object name, the file name itself, correct? That is there. Then if you get into the more detail, so yeah, from here it is the request ID. Okay, so that failed multiple times. So from here it can get started. A start request ID, then hello from S3, then man demo -11, then text demo.txt. File name we changed, correct? Earlier you see it was coming as text plus demo. That was due to the space between that. So now it has started coming as text demo.txt, and then it has printed the response as well. So that was our code logic. After that bucket object, it has to print the response, then the data, then print data and the event, correct? So as you can see here, it has printed the response, then hello, this is S3 demo file. So that thing is printed over here. Then records it has printed, correct? So this is how you can create the event notification using the Lambda function and the S3 bucket. So what has happened over here, whenever you will upload a file into S3 bucket, a Lambda function will be triggered based on the some code logic what you have written. It will go through the operation. Either it can print the logs, it can do the some operations based on your logic, and the same trigger can be applied for the different kind of actions as well. As you see here, there are multiple options, correct? So we just did our things on the uh, put object only, correct? So other than the put, you may want to keep this notification on for any kind of object removal. Whenever someone try to delete the files, on that this Lambda function will be triggered, and it may keep the backup of that file. It may do some modification, or it may just notify you. So any kind of actions, whatever you want to push, those kind of notification setup you can do. So this is the use case what we wanted to cover in this particular video, and in the next video we will be covering the other use cases as well. Auto start RDS with the help from Lambda, and auto stop RDS as well. When we say the auto start RDS and auto stop RDS, that means we are talking about operational things. So whenever there's a weekend, or whenever you are thinking of that your dev team or any other team, like other than the production, is not working in this particular time stamp. So just suppose that you are having a small company and you do have only 9 to 5 shift only, and your team is not working in the night, so you can stop all the non-production databases in the night so that you can save the cost, correct? Ultimately you have to pay the cost, organization have to pay the cost. So for that you can use this operational process, the auto start RDS, auto stop RDS, correct? So this is what we wanted to talk, and in the next video we will be talking about these things as well. Till the time, thank you so much, and stay tuned with the channel. Let's subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you.